Hello, teacher.
Yeah, hello, Monica. And so, hey, why you decline my request? Okay, good. Did you have some time to read the text? Monica,
Yes, teacher.
did you have some time to read the texts that I sent in a group?
Um, atau mana teacher?
Oh, busy?
Yes.
Okay. What about okay? You read it? Oh, no to
អត់ទាន់បាននេះដែរប្រហែលអានផងទៀត
okay. All right. It's okay. Then we can read. It's a lot of texts, but yeah. Okay, it's okay. You can join. All right, Monica, you can go ahead and read it first. Can you see the text clearly? Good. All right, let's go.
What should you do in a lie or that situation? What would you give up to save your life? Could you give up your house or your car? Could you give up all the money in your bank account? How much could you give up? Could you give up your own arm? What if your life depends on it? Could you cut your own arm off? In 2003, Arrow Ralston.
Aaron, sound like Aaron Ralston, yeah, Aaron Ralston, kind of.
Aaron Ralston was in that kind of life or that situation. He
Okay.
was hiking in a desert can you
Canyon,
canyon.
sound like canyon.
Canyon when something terrible happened. He fell and his arm became trapped under a big rock. There was no one to help him. He had only two choices. He could die or he could cut his arm off to escape. Aaron was an experienced adventure athlete. In 2002, he quit his job as an engineer and set a world record for climbing. He became the first person to climb all of
Okay,
Colorado.
wait, not climbing, okay, climbing, climbing. That B is, doesn't have the sound, so climbing, okay? It's only the has the sound. B has no sound. Good, okay, again, with this one, just learn to pronounce it correct. Climbing.
Aaron was an experienced adventure athlete. In 2002, he quit his job as an engineer and set a world record for climbing.
Whoa.
Set a world record for climbing. He became the first person to climb all of Colorado's largest mountains alone in water. winter.
No.
He was not afraid of danger. In 2003, he was almost killed by an avalanche.
Yeah, avalanche.
Avalanche.
Yeah, avalanche while skiing.
Avalanche while skiing.
Skiing. Okay, that word is simple, like ski and ing. That's it.
While skiing. Later than same year, he almost lost his life while hiking. He didn't expect it to be dangerous, so he made a very big mistake. He didn't tell anyone where he was going.
Yeah.
On the first day, he hiked about 20 miles into the desert when he fell into a hole. As he fell, he moved a large rock that weighed 360 kilo. The rock landed on his arm. He was trapped. He was alone in the desert, and no one knew where he was. Aaron knew that help was not coming. He immediately thought of cutting off his arm. Of course, he didn't want to do this, so he tried not to think about it. After a short time, he lost feeling into trap and he tried many different ways to escape. He tried to put the rock, but he didn't. But
Couldn't.
he couldn't. He tried to bang. He tried to break the rock, but he couldn't. He tried to use the climbing equipment to pull the rock, but he couldn't. He knew that there was almost no chance of anyone finding him. He had very little water, and he knew he could not survive.
Survive. Okay. That is survive.
Survive for long.
Yeah.
Aaron knew that was a very real possibility. He took out his video camera and began to record myself. My name is Aaron Ruston. My parents are Donna and Larry Ruston of Inglewood.
Eaglewood.
Inglewood, Colorado. Whoever finds this, please make an attempt to get into them. Aaron said goodbye to his family. So again, love to everyone. Bring love and peace and happiness and beautiful life into the world in my honor. Thank you. Love you. He stopped recording. He then used the pen to write his name on the rock. Under his name, he wrote.
Nice.
He then used his knife to write his name on the rock. Under his name, he wrote October 1975. This was the moment. This was the month and year he was born. Under that, he wrote April 2003. This was the current month and year. divorced his gravestone.
Gravestone, gravestone. It's a gravestone.
Gravestone. This was his gravestone. He prayed to God and was ready to die. He knew that cutting off his arm and his only chance to escape. He had a kind, but it was a very cheap one. As he cut off his name, he felt a strange mixture
What?
of terrible. He
Strange
felt
mixture.
strange.
That's mixture.
He felt a strange mixture of terrible pain and joy. He called it a beautiful pain. Cutting his arm was the worst pain of his life, but the idea of freedom made him very excited. He had to be careful not be passed out from
Pain and excitement.
From the pain and excitement. He cut the skin. He cut the muscle. He cut the muscle. He cut the nerve,
Nerves.
but couldn't cut the bone. His kind,
Not kind, it's knife.
his knife was not strong enough. He didn't know what to do. After 5 days, Aaron gave up. Aaron gave up. He was defeated. He knew he would die. Then he had a vision. He saw himself in the future with only one and playing with a small boy. The boy had blonde hair and a red shirt. Aaron had no children, but he knew this was his future son. He also knew that he could not give up. He could not die. He had a son in the future that he needed to meet. His knife was too weak to cut his bone, but he had an idea. He wouldn't cut the bone, he would break it. After breaking his bone, he was free. He had been alone. For 5 days without food and with little water, but he was still alive. He took a picture of the rock and his hand before leaving the place where he was trapped. The place where he was trapped for 5 days was 20 meters from the ground. Aaron was an experienced climber, but now he had only one hand. Very carefully, he used this rope to climb down to the crowd. He was still 20 miles from anyone in the middle of the desert. He didn't have a cell phone, so he began to hike back. After some time, Aaron met a family of hikers. They gave Aaron
cell phone. Why you pronounce it call phone? Cell phone.
He didn't have a cell phone, so he began to hike back. After some time, Aaron met a family of hikers. They gave Aaron food and water and called from help. Soon, Aaron was on an emergency. helicopter that took him to the hospital. Aaron lost his arm that day, but he learned a lot about himself. He also learned that the most important thing in life is relationship. When he almost died, thinking about the family and future son helped him not give him. He
Give
still climbed mountain and
give up, not give him. Help him not give up. Okay, go on. Finish it. I know it's a long story, but it's good to go.
he still climbed mountain and does other adventure sport. Aaron also travels the world and talk about his experience to school and business. In 2010, 2010, in 2010, Aaron and his wife had a baby boy named Leo. Aaron believed that Leo saved his life back in 2003.
Okay. Wow, it's a long reading. Okay, I need one more to read it. Now it seems like everyone is here. I need only one more to read. Who want to go? It's a life or death situation. It's a life or death. Come on. Who volunteer to read? Just read it. And the rest you can listen and follow it and try to understand what is what. Nobody want to read?
Uh, what would you do in a life or death situation?
Yeah.
What would you give up to save your life? Could you give up your house or your car? Could you give up all the money in your bank account? How much could you give up? Could you give up your own arm? What if your life this depended on it?
Good.
Could you cut your own arm off in 2000
And three.
in 2003 around Ras Raston was in uh, that kind of life or death situation. He was hiking in
Hiking
a he was hiking in a desert uh,
desert.
canyon when something terrible happened. He he fell and his arm became trapped under a big rock. There
Trapped,
was
not
trapped,
trapped. Okay, this is like the trapped, trapped.
trapped, trapped un, under a big rock. There was no one to help him. He had only two choices.
Mm.
He could die or he could cut his arm off to escape.
Okay, good. Okay,
Aaron was
stop here. I need one more who continue from this paragraph. It's okay, you can continue this paragraph. Good, okay. Where are you, Sophie? Kalina, continue from this paragraph.
Hello, cha.
Okay, do it then. You are sleeping or something? Okay.
Aaron was an experienced adventure alert. In 2002, he quit his job as an engineer and set a world record for climbing. He became the first person to climb all of Colorado
Colorado, sound like that.
Colorado's
Colorado.
Colorado's like
Largest.
mountains alone, largest mountains alone in winter. He was not afraid of danger. In 2003, he was almost killed by an
Avalanche.
avalanche while skiing. Later that same year, he almost lost his life while hiking. He didn't expect it to be dangerous, so he made a very big mistake. He didn't tell anyone where he was going. On the first day, he hiked about 2 miles into the desert when he fell into
2 or
a
20?
hole.
Even number 20, you could not read number 20?
On the first day, he hiked about 20 miles into the desert when he fell into a hole. As he fell, he moved a large rock that weighed 360 kilos. The rock landed on his arm. He was trapped. He was alone in the desert, and no one knew where he was. Aaron knew that help was not coming. He immediately thought of cutting off his arm. Of course, he didn't want to do this, so he tried not to think about it. After a short time, he lost feeling in the trap arm. He tried many different ways to escape. He tried to push
Not tired.
the rock.
He tried.
He tried to push the rock, but he couldn't. He tried to break the rock, but he couldn't. He tried to use his climbing equipment to pull the rock, but he couldn't. He knew that there was almost no chance of anyone finding him. He had every little water, and he knew he could not survive
For long.
for long.
Okay,
Aaron
you stop there. Kalina, continue this paragraph until here.
He knew that cutting off his arm was only chain to escape. He had no.
Continue from Sophia. Where is it? Where did she finish? Which part?
Teacher,
No, I just asked Kalina, where did Sophia read and finish?
I don't know, teacher.
Why you don't know? You don't read along?
I read it and I just listen.
Okay. You can ask your friend. Where is it? Which part? Use some English. Which one? Which part? Hong Im, which part? Hello?
Sorry, because I just listened, and while he was reading, I also read it either.
Yeah, but where? Which part? You don't know?
Yeah, I don't know because while he's reading, I am reading also.
What you did?
The topic
Read from where?
from the I don't know that I don't know that was a very possibilities.
Which one? Where is it?
The part I don't knew that was a very real possibilities. I was reading from there.
Okay. All right. Yeah, maybe I don't tell you exactly what you should do because I told you to read along and also follow what is going on. So it means that nobody listened to me. Okay, you can read from here.
I don't know that was a, a really very real possibility. He took out his video camera and began to record himself. My name is Aaron Ralston. My parents are Donna and Larry Ralston of Englewood, Colorado. Whatever find
Where,
this
where is car sound? Why Colocado? Where is car? What sound is the k sound? Can you read that word again? It's easy.
Colorado.
Yeah, okay. Go on.
Whoever find this, please make an attempt to get it to them. Aaron said goodbye to his family, so again, love to everyone, bring love and peace and happiness and beautiful life into the world in my honor. Thank you. Love you. He stopped recording, then used his knife to write his name on the rock. Under this name, he wrote October 1975. This was the month and year he was born. Under that, he wrote April 2003. It was the current month and year. This was his gravestone. He's prayed to God and was ready to die. He knew that cutting off his arm was only chain to escape. He had a knife, but it
Wait. Stop here and Hong Em, you can continue.
He knew that cutting off his arm was his only chance to escape. He had a knife, but it was a very cheap one. As he cut off his arm, he felt a strange mixture of terrible pain and joy. He called it's a beautiful pain. Cutting his arm was the worst pain of his life, but the idea of freedom made him very excited. He had to be careful not to pass out from the pain and excitement. He cut the skins, he cut the muscles, he cut the nerve, but he couldn't cut uh, he couldn't cut the bones. His knife was not strong enough. He didn't know what to do. After 5 days, Iron gave up. He was defeated. He knew he would die. Then he had a vision. He saw himself in the future with only one arm playing with a small boy. The boys had blonde hair and a red shirt. Irons had no children, but he knew this was his future son. He also knew that he could not give up. He could not die. He had a son in the future that he need to meet.
Okay. Yeah. Batai, you can continue to the rest of the paragraph. I have 2 more paragraphs down here. Batai, are you there? It's not good. Internet is not working. Sound like your internet is. Okay, it's not working. Then Kalina, you can read this paragraph.
his knife was too weak to. Oh no. This place there where he was.
Here, you don't follow it again then. And then I select you if you're still confused.
His knife was too weak to cut his bone, but he had an idea. He wouldn't cut the bone. He would break it. After breaking his bone, he was free. He had been alone for 5 days without food and with little water, but he was still alive. He took a picture of the rock and his head before leaving. The place where he was trapped for 5 days was 20 meter from the ground. Aaron was an experienced climber, but now he had one only one hand. Where very carefully he used his rope to clip down to the ground. He was still 20 miles from anyone. In the middle of desert, he didn't have a cell phone, so he began to hike back. After some time, Aaron met a family of hikers. They give Aaron food and water and calls for help. Soon, Aaron was on an emergency helicopter and took him to the hospital. Aaron lost his arm that day, but he learned a lot about himself. He also learned that the most important thing in life is relationship. When he almost died, thinking about the thing, thinking about his family and future son helped him not give up. He still climbed a mountain and does all the adventure sport. Aaron also traveled the world and talked about his experience to school and business. In 2010, Aaron and his wife had a baby boy named Leo. Aaron believed that Leo saved his life back in 2003.
Okay. How much you understand it after reading? And also after listening, for those who are just listen. Can someone give me the summary of this? Just a quick summary of the whole story after reading and listening. Can you do that? Do you need me to call your name? Okay. Good. Kalina, who is Aaron Ralston and what happened to him in 2003? Who is him? Who is that guy and what happened to him in 2003?
Aaron is an engineer.
And what else?
Um, he was almost killed by an yeah.
Okay. Same question. Who is him? Who is Aaron Ralston? And what happened to him in 2003?
Aaron Ralston was in engineering and he quit his job to be in to be an athlete hiking. He has a Guinness record of hiking
Yeah.
the most
And what happened?
he fell into a hole and the rock landed on his arm.
Okay, good. Helena, where was him hiking when he got trapped? Where was him hiking when he got trapped?
He in the desert.
Where? You know the
Um,
name? In what is it? The name of that kind of mountain? Because he's hiking the mountain.
Mount.
Colorado, something like that, I guess. Yeah, you have to learn how to pick up the names as well when you read it.
Oh, yeah, Colorado.
Yeah. Why couldn't he move the rock off his arm? Why couldn't he move the rock off his arm?
Because the rock is large.
Mhm. And
And he was alone in the desert.
okay, so here, same question. Why could he move the rock off his arm?
He became trapped under a big rock.
Yeah, but why he couldn't move the rock? Why he couldn't move the rock from his arm? Monica, why couldn't he move the rock off his arm? Monica, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Yeah, why couldn't he move the rock off his arm? Hong Im, why?
Because the rock was landed on his arm and it was 360 kilos.
Good, because the rock is 360 kilo. It's so heavy, he cannot move it. Monica, can you repeat that one? Can you answer it again? Why he couldn't move the rock off his arm?
Because uh, uh,
What? You cannot catch up? Okay, go on. Try. Okay. You cannot get it. All right. Okay, what mistake did Aaron make before going on his hike? Who can answer that question? What mistake did Aaron make before going on his hike?
He didn't tell anyone where he was going.
Good. He didn't tell anyone. That is the crazy big mistake. Okay. So this is what you can learn from it. When you whenever and wherever you go anywhere, you should tell any one of your friend, your family members that you're gonna go this place, go to that place. So that is the mistake that he did. Monica, can you answer that question again? What is the mistake did he make before going on his hike?
Đâu rộng hơn, tôi nói là đăng cái vậy ấy sao vậy sao?
Hmm? No mistake. What mistake did he make before going on his hike? Let me write it down for you. What mistake? All right. What mistake? It sounds like that, okay? Okay, Kalina, can you repeat that question and also the answer?
He didn't tell anyone.
Can you just say the full sentence of the word? Of the question? Answer the whole kind of answer? So the question is, what mistake did Aaron make before going on his hike? What mistake? If someone asks you like that, how do you start to answer the question properly? I mean, like,
The mistake that Aaron made before it was he didn't tell anyone.
yeah, okay, at least something like that. Make it full sentence. That is the way to practice English. Okay. Okay, I want to ask a few more questions. Let me think about it. Okay, I think this one is good. Why did he start recording video of himself? Kalina. Why did he start recording video of himself? Why?
Because he knew that he was die.
That he was die? Correct sentence, kind of. Yeah, it's good, but it's kind of not really the correct grammar, that he was die. He didn't die yet. It's okay, it's good. Yeah, the answer is okay, acceptable. Hong Em, can you answer that question?
He started recording himself because he knew he would die.
Yeah, he knew he would die. Yeah, let's give me a little bit of correct grammar. I'm not really the grammar teacher, but it's good to speak in the kind of acceptable one. All right. Okay. Watai, can you answer that question? You are quiet and your internet is not working. That's why I don't call your name. Can you speak something now?
So maybe I cannot reply to the full answer.
Yeah. Okay. Another question is, What did he write on the rock and why? Anyone can answer that question, can chime in. All right. Why did he write on the rock and why? It's just easy question. Monica, can you answer that question? Why did he write on the rock and why? Something like that. So everyone is quiet. Okay, Kalina, can you try that one? Are you here? Where is the? Let me see the list. Yeah, you are here. Yeah, why did he write on the rock and why? Not why. What did he write on the rock and why? What? Hong Im, it's your chance now to make it correct answer. Oh my God. Everyone is seem like quiet. Is it time you are sleepy or something? No, it's not yet.
He
Okay.
wrote October 1975, and this was the month and year he was born.
Yeah.
He's giving the signal that he was born in there to someone else who's hiking and found his body, like giving signal like that.
Okay. Kalina, can you try? What did he write on the rock and why? Amy give some of the answer, but not full, really full of the thing that he wrote on the rock. Can you remember the text?
He
Okay.
wrote his name. He wrote his name and on the rock, and October 1975, the month and year he was born, and April 2003, the current month and year.
Yeah. And why he wrote like that?
Because he knew that he was going to die, and he giving a signal to someone who just found his body.
Okay. Yeah, good. Something like that. Because he has no hope anymore, like he's not gonna live. And this is like the gravestone, you know, the gravestone. So when people die, they put the gravestone like this. So they put the name, they put the birthday and the day they die. So that is the gravestone. Okay. It's mean like that. Okay. What else can I say? Okay. What vision give Aaron the strength to keep fighting? What vision? What did he see to give him power, to give him strength, to keep fighting, to keep moving on? What did he see?
He saw himself in the future with one's arm playing with a boy.
Mm-hmm.
And the boy was blonde hair and red shirt. Aaron had no children, but he knew that kid was his future son, and he knew that he could not give up, he could not die. He had a son in the future.
Okay. Okay, good. Sound like that. Okay, okay, let me think of the question. Okay, simple one. What tool did he use to cut off his arm?
A knife, a cheap knife.
Okay. Can he cut off his arm?
He couldn't. He could cut the skins, the muscle, and the nerve, but not the bone, because it was a cheap knife. It couldn't cut off the bone.
Okay. And what did he do then?
He decided to break his arm.
Yeah, good. So finally he decided to break his arm. All right, he decided to break his arm and free. Okay, so I think this is the good lesson, and also based on the real story. It's the true story, okay, not the fake one. It's the true story that happened in 2003 back there, and his also real name, real person. You can read more and also try to memorize the whole story, check some new words, make sure you understand everything. And tomorrow we will practice question, okay? I will ask you more question, okay? Tomorrow we just come and then we start asking question. I will not let you read again. So make sure you read everything again at home. Check new words, any term, any difficult one, and try your best. And see you tomorrow, okay?
See you, teacher.
See you. Good night.
Good night.
Night.